Zdravím všechny, kteří se dívají na hru Kingdom Come Deliverance. Jsem v hostinci v Sázavě. Mluvila jsem s temným rytířem a zjistila jsem, že si můžeme vzájemně pomoct. Tak pejsku, počkej teda. Co s tebou? No dobrý, no jo, ale počkej, já potřebuji vyjít. Tak. Jo, mám hlad, pojď, ty taky máš hlad, tak si tady dáme něco. Kde seš?
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Tak já si musím dát něco neskaženého. Ten zbytek je úplně na vyhození. Už ani nepomůže, když to uvařím, co? To už nejde. No fakt to nejde, no. S tím se nedá mluvit, s tím freskařem.
Over here! I'd like to order.
Hospodský.
God's sake, what can I do for you?
Are there any problems around here I might be able to help with?
Nothing I've heard about. Thank the good Lord. It's quiet here.
Tak počkej, já ti prodám ty ošklivý věci s pekličem. Si tady salám. Tak. To je pro psa většinu. To je hnusně. No. Pod těma schodama. Tak, já se jdu podívat, co dál. Ten je tady. Tak tam teď nepojedu. Tam pojedu postupně. No ale já jsem chtěla toho človíčka. Toho mostu. Tady. Toho človíčka jsem chtěla navštívit. Takže ještě předám čeledínovi to křesadlo. Ten je tady někde v tom dvoře. Ne, ten je tady v hospodě. Tak kde seš? Tě musím najít. To je on.
I am honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I've got the draper's tinderbox for you.
He who laughs last, laughs loudest. Here's the boots I promised you. Wear them in good health. And now I'll go and get my revenge. Take care.
Tak jenom doufám, že to nepodpálí šílenec jeden. Tak. No a já pojedu. Ten kuď se tam teď nedostane. Dostane, pojď. Pojedu k té řece, k tomu potoku. Sem. Tady. Dobře, tak jedeme. Tak, zase se to budu muset uložit. A jdu se tam podívat. No teda.
Are you after something? I'm afraid my friend here won't tell you much.
Your friend? Oh, I'm very sorry. And, well, I don't want to be insensitive, but I was hoping to get something from him. My master's necklace, which he won at dice.
Your master? Who would that be?
Well, Sir Radzig Cobbler of Skalitz is my liege lord. I'm Henry, but just now I'm helping Sir Hans Capon with a private matter.
Those are weighty names in these parts. I'm Sir Anselm of Domkey, in the service of... well, that's not important. I'd like to give you... that is... I'd like to ask you for your help.
I'm listening. Tell me what you know.
I will. And I'm sure it will help you find that necklace. The thing is, this is all my fault. I got held up on the way to meet Alphonse. By the time I got here, I found him like this.
God have mercy on his soul.
Amen, lad. I was heartbroken and enraged by turns, tearing my hair and cursing. Alphonse was my good friend, and it pains me to know he was only here on account of me. I brought him into a certain business matter to negotiate with some people, and he agreed. And this is how it ended up. When I finally pulled myself together, I took a look around and found some tracks. I followed them to the camp of those very brigands that Alphonse was supposed to negotiate with.
Nah, you can't trust anyone these days. So how can I help?
You can pass yourself off as Alphonse. Get into the bandits' camp and find that fucking murderer. And when you do, you'll find what you're looking for.
That doesn't make any sense. If one of them killed Alphonse, he'll know I'm not him.
No. They never saw him before. So whoever killed him surely took him for some passing merchant.
Are you quite sure they don't know him?
Aye. He moved in altogether different circles. Among decent people. That's the very reason I asked him for help. So I reckon the best thing is for you to introduce yourself as Alphonse, have a snoop around, and come back to me when you find out anything.
Now, wouldn't it be better if you did that yourself? After all, I know nothing about this Alphonse. They'd see through me.
I'd do it if I could, lad. Only they know me, and I'm not on the best of terms with them. They'd most likely kill me on sight. Then the two of us would be dead and those bastards would get away with it.
Well, I hope I can avoid the same fate. Is there anything else I should watch out for while passing myself off as Alphonse?
The main thing is to look and sound like a noble, not a peasant. A commoner. So dress the part. No rags or rusty iron.
And how am I supposed to recognise the killer?
Ask around. I don't reckon anyone will admit to stabbing him in his sleep, but you might pick up some clue. You could have a look around for that necklace. Now that I think of it, they stole other valuables from him too.
Silver is silver, though. I won't recognise anything. Didn't he have something unique? A signet ring or a chain or...
No, not that I can... Oh yes, he did. Dice. He had a set of dice made specially in Prague. It was his pride and joy. They were red and gold, bright and shiny. Not the kind of thing you'd overlook.
What can you tell me about Alphonse? So they don't catch me out if they start asking questions.
Indeed. A few details should suffice. He was from Slani, but lived in Prague the last few years. He advised people, very well too. He helped them to deal with problems, of all kinds.
Yeah, he sounds like a man of the world, but I've never even been to Prague. I'm not sure I can fool them.
You can always change the subject. He was an ardent dice player, God forgive him. And he spent some time in Moravia on the service of Prokop of Luxembourg. But that was ages ago.
What do you know about the brigands in that camp?
Actually, they're not just ordinary bandits. It's a robber baron and his band. Sir Erhard Baron Bielowitz. Some of his vassals and maybe some commoners. They came here in the hope they'd have a better chance of keeping their heads.
Why don't you ask some of the local lords for help? I'm sure the Sasau custodian would lend you a few men.
There's nothing I'd like to see more than the lot of them strung up. Only I have a task that conflicts with that. And as for the custodian, I'm pretty sure Sir Sebastian is in league with Erhard.
What was the purpose of Sir Alphonse's negotiations? I'll need to know that.
Look, Henry, you'd best avoid that subject if at all possible. Just find the murderer for me, get your necklace, and I'll take care of the rest.
It'll be a bit hard to avoid that, since it was supposed to be the entire purpose of his visit.
True. Well, Alphonse was supposed to talk Erhard into moving his robbing raids towards Benešov, especially holding up merchants' wagons heading for Prague. In return, he was to offer a reward of up to 12,000 groschen and safe haven in Pilgrims.
I see. So you work for someone in Pilgrims?
No, neither Pilgrims nor Benešov. Nor Vlašim, for that matter. It's a bit complicated. Damn politics.
My word. The whole thing sounds like quite a twisted affair.
So are you going to help me?
I'll help you. I'll have to go, though, to look for the necklace anyway. And this seems as good a way as any.
Thanks 1,000-fold. And for the love of God, don't get caught. I'd never forgive myself if another man lost his life on my account. If it starts to look risky, take to your heels.
I'll bear that in mind.
No, chlapi, ty máš hezký oblečky. Za tebou já se ještě podívám.
Looks like he died without a struggle. Maybe killed in his sleep. They took everything he had. Money, jewelry, even his boots. Someone was searching for something here. Were they out to rob him of everything he had? Or something in particular? Could it be someone was trying to get rid of something here?
Aha, takže tady ještě nějaká mapa. Dobře. Jo, takže jsou v tom lese nad táborem těch uhlířů, nebo co to je. No dobře. To víme. Vidíte, že jsem se oblíkla, abych jako vypadala, a teď se vypravím do toho lesa nad Sázavou a pokusím se najít ty zlosiny, tam ty lapky. Přijde mi, že je úplně blbě, ale to bude jedno. Já se tam nějak dostanu. Aha, dobře, tak tohle je úplně ono. Bych měla jít spíš do sadu. Tak já to zkusím. Tady uhnu takhle. Jo. Tak snažím se najít nějaký vstup. Tak to vypadá na oběšence, ne na vstup. Znova si to uložím.
Would I be right in assuming this is the encampment of Sir Erhard, Baron Belevets?
You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? All the way from Prague, eh?
Not at all, Goodman. From Slaney.
Ah, well, that's quite a haul. How was your journey?
As well as might be expected in these perilous times.
Oh, aye. The roads ain't safe at all these days. There's all sorts of rabble waiting to rob unwary folk and even kill them.
Indeed, indeed, I concur. One must be wary, well, cautious even, when travelling.
Right then. But you'll have to wait a while. Sir Erhard is busy at the moment.
No matter, I shall just,
But it's easy to pass the time here. There's always a dice game going on with nice things being wagered. I had my eye on a fine pair of gauntlets and some old piece of jewellery.
Jewellery, you say?
That's right. Just go and see old Blaha, the fella sitting at that table there. He can read, write, and do sums as good as any scribe, and other things too. He keeps things in shape here a bit.
Thank you. I may well do that.
Výborně, tak ještě si přehodím kus oblečení. Tak.
What a shitty day.
I was told I could have a game or two here until Sir Erhard has time to see me.
Aye, he's got his hands full at the moment. You must be Sir Alphonse, eh? I'm Blaha, Sir Erhard's servant. I take care of things here a bit.
Including dice? It has come to my attention that there are interesting things being wagered.
True enough, we've got a fine pair of plate gauntlets, 2 necklaces, one of them's a lovely piece, a good sharp sword, and some other things, I don't remember what. The custom here is if you want to play, you've got to wager something to join.
I didn't know for this shit.
Far be it from me to disrespect established custom.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
Thanks.
You want to play right away, or...?
Why wait? I'll play now.
No beating around the bush. That's the way. You'll play against Noggin now. He's not the brightest. He ain't a good loser.
Fucking weather. Fucking tent. Fucking camp. I didn't know for this shit.
What you used to do before all this? You wouldn't believe me. Well, I was a sentry at Rattan, but they paid chicken feed, so I joined up this one instead.
Je, to je na 6000, no teda.
You have
No, it's true. And now it's your turn. What did you do before? Why, I made candles for a monastery. What? Well, you hear that, lad? He made candles so the monks could shove them up their arse.
making strife. How sweet it is, a robber's life.
zase další.
Oh, I'm so tired.
I only watch when it's raining. You must be chasing women away with a stick. They can smell us through, man.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
What can I tell you? I can read and write a bit, and I help Sir Erhart out when he needs it. Although, I have to say, since the Baron took to robbing, there's not much work for me anymore.
And what did he do before that?
What every landed noble does. He still had some estates and income from them, only he lost it all some years ago on account of debts. So he had to find some other livelihood.
I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
Maybe this time you'll fare better. You'll play Berta. He's a man, but they call him that for some reason. Damned if I know why.
I'm gonna get what else is there?
Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing, fucking whores and boozing, take the women from the village, make annihilation and killing, burning, wrecking, making strife, poaching and robber life.
Never losing, robbing, fucking whores and boozing. Take the women, burn the village. Drink, annihilate and pillage. Burning,
I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
They fell your way last time, and no mistake. You'll play against Maladota. He's a bit... well... you'll see for yourself.
I'm so hungry.
Of blood and of bloody blood.
Come on, boys. Fuck.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. Anything to pass the time.
You're my daughter, right?
I am. Why'd you ask?
Just curious. This is quite an interesting retreat you men have here.
You could put it that way. I ain't been here long though. I helped them out of a tight spot and they took me with them.
Is that right? How did that happen?
Well, I was lying in wait for this wagon, you see, because he'd been mouthing off about me, so I figured I'd take all he had for compensation. Anyway, I'm hiding there in the bushes, and I hear this wagon coming, so I jumped out to ambush him. Only it wasn't that wagoner, but some merchant. As soon as he saw me with my weapon drawn, he started screaming bloody murder, and next thing, his armed escort comes charging up and I was the one ambushed. The injustice of it.
Vexing indeed.
Aye. Anyway, they caught me and took me with them. They figured I was Sir Erhardt's spy, and they wanted me to lead them to him. Of course, I told them I didn't know what the fuck they were on about. So, while they were threatening to break me on the wheel, string me up and what have you, along comes the Baron with his merry band, and they lay into the soldiers and send them running for the hills. And ever since then, I've been riding with them.
That is quite an entertaining anecdote.
Ain't it just? If it hadn't been for me, the fellas would have run straight into a trap and it'd all be up with them. So, it's on account of me, they're still alive.
And how are things here? Do you get away much?
We ain't allowed to leave. So I've been here the whole time. I don't mind though. There's always something to pass the time. And we've got that wench.
That's all.
Annihilate and pillage. Burning, wrecking, making strides. How sweet it is, a robber's life.
Tak jo, na tebe si ještě počkám. Uložím si to.
The blessing of our Lord Jesus Christ upon you, Baron Belevets. I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
The pleasure is mine, sir. We haven't had any interesting visitors here for a long time, and I'm keen to hear what news you bring. And then there's the matter of our trade.
Indeed, we certainly have much to discuss, sir.
Good. And how was your journey, Sir Alphonse?
Long and somewhat fatiguing, truth be told.
Ah, would you rather put off our talks until later?
No. I shall be glad to deal with our business right away, but I'd rather tell you the latest news later.
Very well. If you wish to skip the pleasantries, let's get down to business. From what I've heard, you have some proposal for me that would involve departing from Vlashin?
Yes, essentially. We need to divert attention elsewhere. To Benishov.
I know Benishov well. That could be done. And who are we to devote our attention to?
Merchant wagons.
Of course. How better to put the fear of God in the townsmen than to relieve them of their silver? Do you want us to conduct our business on any particular road?
The road to Prague.
That makes sense. Aye. And what's in it for us? If terrorizing folk is what you want, there might not be much profit in it.
Would 6,000 groschen suit you?
That's not enough. Make it 9 at least.
Very well. You shall have 9,000 groschen.
And that's everything?
I can also offer you a safe hideout, if you should have need of it.
Well, it's always useful to have somewhere to lie low. Where is it?
In Benishoff.
That's all acceptable. I agree then. Now we've settled our business, you can go and rest. We'll talk later when you feel up to it.
Thank you, Sir Erhard.
I'm so tired.
I want to play dice. Who will be my opponent?
Maybe this time you'll fare better. Then there's Pekuna. He's a local fellow who brings stuff for us. He put up a nice necklace as his wager.
Killing, fighting, never losing, robbing, fucking whores and boozing. Take the women, burn the village, drink, annihilate and pillage. Burning, wrecking. Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked. What else is it?
How did I do? Have I won?
No such luck, sir. Young Pekuna won. Sorry.
Oh well. There's no arguing with fortune. Thanks anyway.
Congratulations.
You today, eh? Thanks. I was lucky, all right.
Here you are. You know where to find your winnings, right?
What's going on here anyway? It all seems a little odd.
Haven't you ever been in the camp of a merry band of robbers?
Never quite this merry, to tell the truth.
They've got their loot, and now they want some fun. Booze, dice, and women. I'm the only girl here. They're more interested in dice, anyway. And bruising. And they're no fun at all.
Well, they seem very fond of their dice, all right.
Aye. They always play the same way. Every player bets his most valuable piece of loot. And the winner takes all. It ends in a fight most times. Although it's a long time since anyone got killed over it.
I'd better watch my step then.
You do that, handsome? It'd be a shame to spoil that pretty face.
Allow me to congratulate you on your win.
Thanks. I never thought I could do it.
I noticed there was one nice piece of jewellery. An old necklace.
Aye, a rare-looking gem. I'm curious how much I'll get for it.
It's only fair to warn you, though, that that necklace looks suspiciously like one that was stolen from Lord Capon.
What?
Oh, yes. Apparently he's been searching the whole province for it. If he should find out somehow that you've got it, I shouldn't wonder if you ended up on the gallows.
Jesus. Well, I suppose I should do the right thing and send it to him.
But I'll be passing by Rattay. I can pass it on to him.
That would save me a trip, and maybe a visit to the jailhouse.
Tak to bylo jednoduchý. A já bych chtěla tamhle ty kostičky, co má tady ten člověk. Takže si to tady uložím. No podívám se, co se s tím dá dělat.
I'm so hungry I can eat my boots. Who's there? Who are you? Who's there? Well, I never.
Tak se koukneme. Jedna, dva. Počkej, kolik jich mám? Ještě jedna mi chybí. Nevadí, tak uložím. Ještě to zkusím jednou.
Killing, fighting, never losing. Who are you? Robbing, fucking whores and boozing. Take the women from the village, drink the night and pillage. Burning, wrecking, making strife. How sweet it is, a robber's life.
Hey, who's there? Before you go.
I have good news for you, Sir Anselm. I know who killed your friend.
Who was it?
It was Mladotta, one of the brigands.
How did you find out?
From the dice.
All right. I'll take care of it from here. And I owe you for helping me. Here, Henry, take this. I'm sorry I don't have more on me. But if you're ever in Prague, come and look me up, and I'll see you're well taken care of.
It's been a pleasure, Sir Anselm. Godspeed.
Takže to bylo najít vraha. Takže mi to stálo za to fakt. No nic, tak. Tak fajn, tak to byl zábavný úkol. A já se odtransportuju, kde mám toho koně. Já se odtransportuju do lazaretu a tam si odpočinu. Takže to byl hodně dlouhý úkol. Jedu blbě. Že jo. Jsem nahoru. Si tentokrát vyspím v klášteře. Tak co, nějaká volná postel? Jakákoliv, prosím. Nemaj? Ne, to ne. Počkej, tady se fakt už nemůžu vyspat? No to ne, to jsem nečekala teda. Tak do hospody. Takže jsem ráda, že jdu spát. Takže díky za sledování, bylo to náročné. A přeju pěknou dobrou noc.